Okay, how would you support our students' freedom to read and support our school media specialists as they work with county educators to meet the needs of individual students?
Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I do support the freedom to read. I also support the parental authority to decide that students, their students shouldn't read, especially the elective choice materials. But there are mechanisms to do for that. And I want to, if anybody hasn't seen it, 60 Minutes did a really good piece this week. And they were talking about Beaufort, South Carolina, where there was already in place a mechanism for parents to say, no, my child needs my permission to check anything out of the library. And yet, 97 books were challenged, and they ended up putting a very long process in place with community members who served on a county, and only 5 of the challenged titles ended up getting permanently removed. I support the book reconsideration process. It's possible. I would not have wanted my kids to read some of the books that were challenged, and I would want the ability to have that choice, but I wouldn't want somebody to take that choice away from me. I also think that our media specialists have been under fire. What was the way that they've been treated, the things that they've been called, the lack of respect, the lack of including them in the solution. It's what I'm saying about empowerment. The people in the schools with our kids know the most about what's going on and maybe how we can address legitimate concerns too that might come up about that. I'm going to go ahead and mention, you know, there's a lot of narrative around there that we're not supposed to call it book banning. And oh boy, like I don't have enough time. So I will just say that the explanation some have given that book banning is only when there's no way to get a book or when you're actually burning a book. That is just the extreme end of that kind of censorship. That is not the only form of book banning. The American Library Association has had its list since 1982, and they've called it the most banned book list ever since then.